Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So today I will share with you about how can you make $1,000 a day with a Labouchere betting strategy. So today we're gonna break down another betting system that people love to use in the casino. It's called the Labouchere betting strategy or the cancellation betting system, or you can call it the sprit Martingale, same thing. But before we get to the nut and bolt of the betting strategy, please subscribe, like and share our channel so you get update about our channel. I got so many things to share with you guys. So the first thing you need to get in your hand is a pen and a pencil. And then you need to decide how much you would like to win. So for the Labouchere betting strategy is you have to decide how much you're about to win. For example, in this case, we would like to win $1,000. So what you need in your hand first thing is you need $1,000. Yes, this one is kind of the strategy. And then you press the bet, and whenever you win or you lose, you just follow the rule, which is 3 rules. I'm gonna share with you later what the 3 rule is. We say to make more clearly, $1,000, what does it mean? So I would say in this case, I'm gonna say the minimum bet on the hand. In this case, it's gonna be $100 per hand minimum. Minimum bet is $100, and you need to 100 chip. You need 10 chip. You want to win 10 chips of that $100, and then you need to spread your investment into a small portion. They call it betting unit. It can be a 1 unit, the unit of 1 chips, the unit of 2 chips, or the unit of 3 chips. But I would say most of the time people use 1 or 2 chips in the 1 betting unit. In this case, you want to win 10 chips. What you need to do is you have to spread the 10 chips of the $100. 10 chips, which is $1,000. You spread them into 1, 2, or 3 units. But when you're adding up all together, it have to be 10 chips. For example, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. When you're adding up all together, it's going to be 10, or maybe in this case 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, all 10. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2 is all 10 as well. Okay, so to make it easy, maybe we look on the table. How does it work actually? But before we go to the table, let me say about the rule first. There are 3 rules. Do you remember? Alright, so the first one is you have to figure out how much you would like to bet, and then you adding up the first and the last number of the betting sequence. For example, in this case, it's 1 plus 1 is 2, then you bet 2 chips, and then when you win, if you win, you have to cross off the first number and last number. But if you lose, you have to press the number that you just lose at the end of the sequence, at the end of sequence. Alright, so by the way, please remember that this betting strategy, the Labouchere betting strategy, or the cancellation betting system, or the sprit Martingale is only designed for the even money betting system like baccarat or the craps, for example. So let's look on the table to make it easy for you to understand about this. Okay, let's do something more interesting. So in our case, we would like to win $1,000, which is 10 chips of the $100 chips. So what you need to do is you need to spread the $10 chips, $100 chips, 10 chips, into 1, 2, or 3 betting units. 1 unit, it can be 1 chips, 2 chips, or 3 chips. But when you're adding up all together, it has to be 10 chips. That's why I say if you would like to win $1,000, you have to have a $1,000 in your hand first. $1,000, 10 of the $100 chip first, and then you spread it into the betting unit. For example, in this case, I spread into 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, or maybe 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. But when you add it up all together, it has to be 10. Like in this case, 8, 9, 10, for example. And you have to remember 3 rules. They got 3 rules for the Labouchere betting system. The first rule is you have to figure out how much you would like to bet by adding up the first and the last number of this betting step sequence. Rule number 2, when you win, cross off the first and the last number of the sequence. And last one, when you lose at the last number that you just lose to the end of the row. Remember, the goal is to cross off all the number in order to double your initial betting system. In order to double your initial investment. For example, maybe I use this sequence 1 2 2 1 2 6 2. Yes, we're adding up is 10. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna use the first rule. The first rule is figure out how much you would like to bet by adding up the first number and the last number. In this case is 1 plus 2. 1 is first number, a last number. You're adding up all together is 3. So in this hand we're gonna bet 3 chips, which is 300. And for example, in this case, you maybe you win. So now you pass 3, right? You win 3 chips. So what you do when you win? So rule number 2 said, when you win, cross off the first number and the last number of the betting step sequence. In this case, it's going to be 2, 2, 1, 2, which is you just cross off 1 and 2. Oh, sorry. Stupid me. It have to be like this. So cross off the first and last number, and you repeat the same step. So what you're gonna bet is you figure it out first by adding up the first number and the last number. In this case, 2 plus 2 is 4. Maybe let's say we lose on this hand. So what's happened is we gonna minus 1 because minus 4 is plus 3 is minus 1. What happened when you lose? You have to apply rule number 3, which is when you lose, you adding up the last number that you just lose to the end of your row of the betting step sequence. In this case, it's going to be 2, 2, 1, 2, and we just lose by 4, right? Then we put 4 in the last sequence. It's going to be like this. But I have to say, it's not, you only bet, from my experience, you only bet on the hand that you're sure that you're gonna win. You're not gonna bet like every single hand, alright? So that's the way that you make money. So only bet on the hand that you're quite sure, like you read the baccarat board and you say like, okay, this is gonna be player, this is gonna be banger, and you only bet when you're sure. You're not pressed, you bet every single hand, every single time, alright? Only bet whenever you want, whenever you sure that you're gonna win. That's when you bet. Okay, then we're adding up all together. 2 plus 4 is 6. This time we're gonna bet 6 chips, which is 600. Let's say we win. We win, then we deduct it. It's gonna be plus 5. You win, right? You win. You have to cut the first number and last number. So 2. 1, 2, so we cut off 2 and 4. Oh. 2, 1, 2. Yeah. General. Number. Nope. Sorry about that. 2, 1, 2. Okay. So we cut off number 2 and number 4, which is the first and the last number. And this time we're gonna bet 2 plus 2 is 4. And let's say we win. So in this case, we're gonna win 9 chips now. And what we do, we would say we just cut off the first number and the last number, which is only 1. So in this hand, you're gonna bet only one chips. 1 chips. Oh, you could bet 1 chips. Like I would say maybe we win. and then we make it. That's it. That's how we make $1,000 with the initial money of $1,000 as well, by using the Labouchere betting system. Thanks for your watching, and I hope all the best to you on your baccarat table. All the best to you guys. Thank you for your watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.